Welcome back everybody to another gamelog vlog where we don't just collect lots of games, we play and beat lots of games, and at the minute we're working our way through the Ratchet and Clank series, and at the moment we're on Ratchet Clank, a quest in time, a crack in time, a crack in your mum's bum. Well, I don't know, but either way, let's go play, shall we? It is 3 PM, I'm starting pretty late today, going to the cinema later, so there's that too, going to see Twisters, looking forward to that. I feel like recently there's been a lot of like slow burner type films, and this is going to be like a very silly, very stupid, very just turn your brain off kind of film, and I'm looking forward to it. And despite the fact that we should be in the height of like summer blockbuster movie season, I don't feel like we've had many of those types of films this year. So I'm looking forward to that. What else? Yeah, started at 3, had a lot of admin work to do, scheduled like 3 days worth of videos, sorted out yesterday's videos. There's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that goes through these videos because of just how many different platforms they go to and in the ways that they go to the different platforms and things like that. Anyway, let's go play, shall we? There really are a lot of Clank missions in A Crack in Time. He's got a lot of character development in this one versus all of the others where he was just sort of someone that helped you get around occasionally. Also, I need to look up the voice actors for some of these guys. Like, who is the voice actor for the little floaty fella? I need to know, because I recognise it. No. Piss. My bad. The Clank jumping, I keep messing up because the controls for it are like the opposite of every other Clank. You don't hold the button anymore to glide. You tap it again to go even higher. So it's the inverse of what we've ever had to do, and it feels very strange. I don't know. Again, I've said it before, I'll say it again, but when I switch between so many games in the same franchise in such a short time span, it's like the most difficult thing sometimes to adjust to changes. Like the amount of changes in every franchise over 20 years. It's to be expected, right? Batter them with a time stick. You can really tell that the budget for Ratchet and Clank: A Crack in Time must have been way higher than some of the others, because it feels, I don't know how to put this, but it feels way more AAA than a lot of the others did. Even though a lot of the others were definitely AAA as well, it just feels like a lot more was put into this one than some of the others. Right, what are we doing here? I need to actually pay attention. We're literally being taught lessons and I'm not listening. Mini games. Okay. Is there a time limit here? Every one of these games has got some sort of minigame life. We good? Done it? Hello. We got a boss fight in space. I don't know how to feel about this. I don't like ship combat, and I'll never like ship combat. It's just, I don't care. I need things to bleed. I like it when things bleed. That's fun. I know that none of the Ratchet games have blood, but like the gunplay stuff fun. I don't like ship combat. It's never been my thing. I don't do vehicles. The ship combat in this game feels weirder than all of the others. Like, why? We only exist on like one vertical plane. We can't go up and down. It's just left to right, which makes it easier for sure. I just don't get it. Like, how come they did that? There's been like 4 iterations of different variants of ship combat through this franchise where you're able to just freely move around, or you're on rails where the game moves for you, all you got to do is shoot. This one where you're on rails up and down, but not on rails left to right. It's very weird. It's like they can't quite decide how they want to go about doing it. I don't know. Come on, just need to destroy one more ship. How are you still standing? Right, come on, let's finish this off, shall we? Although, at this rate, I'm more likely to get finished. Really? I hate ship combat. It's boring. Okay, we've got a new weapon to test out, although I've got no Psycho-Raptor ammo. I feel like that would destroy them. Although, are they not? There's enough of them, they look like they're not supposed to be fought. I'm going to run away. I imagine that if I'd have listened a little bit more when he was speaking a second ago, that he would have said, yeah, don't fight them, run away. But, you know, most of us are going to have trial and error, find out by your own mistakes and all that. Yeah, they're definitely an avoid kind of enemy. They remind me of those things in King Kong, the good one, the 2005 game, where you had to use fire or grubs to maneuver them out of the way or in directions. Yeah, they're literally chasing me, look. I do feel like this Ratchet and Clank is a little bit very different than all of the others. Like, in all the others, you don't go a few minutes without combat of some variety. Whereas in this one, there really hasn't been that much actual combat. There's been, like, lots of Clank stuff, lots of puzzles and platforming. Uh-oh. Well, we escaped. It's okay. How do we... What? What did you want me to do? Watch it put me right back at the start of that. Nice to know that the checkpoints in Ratchet and Clank are still awful, abysmal, even. Oh, actually, that was alright. But up to now, they've been pretty bad. Why can't we swing off of this? Why can't you walk across the top of it? We have literally walked across thinner platforms than this pipe. Give your mum the pipe. We just got a gun called the Omni Soaker, and knowing the little naming puns that are meant for adults in these games, I'm not willing to believe that this isn't something along those lines again. Because I believe the Omni Soaker was a nickname for your mother in school. What are we doing here? Hydrating a plant. Are we good? Who voices the General? Is it Jim Cummings? Because I hear a little bit of Winnie the Pooh in his voice. And Jim has been in everything ever. Literally everything ever. So there's no way it's... I believe it could be him. Come on. Something I miss from these games is bright colours. I feel like a lot of the levels in the last 3 games have been very dark and drab. Are we winning? Are we just supposed to use this to get past them, or... Yeah, invincible. Let's just distract them. Okay. Oh, an upgrade. Not one of these has been an upgrade yet. Like, the alternate effects they give guns have just been worse every time. I suppose we'll get through this and then try it. Before I continue, I'm just having a quick break to have a MyProtein X Jimmy's iced coffee with MyProtein salted caramel flavour drops in, and a MyProtein Gold Easter Egg layered bar. Food time. And use code Kale if you use MyProtein. If you go to the gym at all, use MyProtein. Use code Kale. Send me screenshots on Instagram on KalePT of any orders you ever make, because they give me a £200 voucher to give out every month to somebody that does. Ah, this reminds me of Ratchet and Clank 4, where we've got to be in a tournament. Missed that. I do miss the gunplay of Ratchet 4 a little bit. It does look like we're probably never going back to it. Hang on, where's... I got the job done. Oh, that's even better. Level 4. The weapons level up so much faster in this one versus all the others, I feel. Like, based on the mission list, we're a third of the way into the game. My pistol is maxed out. My Sonic Eruptor is maxed out. Everything else is on level 2, or the bombs are on level 4. If I just repeated this mission like once, I think I'd get most things all the way leveled up. Like, there doesn't seem to be as many weapons in this one as some of the others. I don't know how I feel about that. It's strange. Why do you throw it so far off? That's a problem with all of the bomb weapons in these games, is sometimes they just randomly throw it where you didn't want it to go. But I suppose it's better than the bomb weapons in the first one. I remember, the first game had like 1,000,001 different versions of the glove bombs. Like, what? Bro, why did you throw that there? Okay, it would literally be quicker for me to switch to the gun. As much as I want to level it up, it's just taking longer than it needs to. Let's call out Mr. What's-his-face. He can help us out, level him up a bit. I really miss Lock-On. I miss Lock-On a lot. You know, we've had snow levels, we've had ice, we've had lava, we've had desert levels, but we've not had a sewer level in, I feel like, a couple of games now. There was that one massive sewer level in Ratchet 3, I think it was Ratchet 3, but we haven't had one since, which is interesting. We did, however, just get roadblocked for like 20 minutes where the game was like, yeah, to progress you need to go and collect more of the zonies because we said so. And never fun roadblocking for the sake of a collectible. Never a good idea in any game ever. But yeah, anyway, it's going to be very interesting when I finish all of these games to do the rankings on them. Because like as I play through them, I'm trying to take like mental notes. Realistically, I should start taking written notes, especially for games that are as long as these ones. Like each one of these Ratchet games is way longer than the Spider-Man games were. Even though I'm beating them in a similar time frame, I feel like I'm putting in a lot more hours to make that happen versus the Spider-Man games. Like I was comfortably beating the Spider-Man games in a single sitting, whereas here, that is not the case. Like I'm not even sure that I'm going to beat this one today. This one feels as long as Ratchet 1 did. But I guess we'll find out. Okay, taking a pause from playing. Have done for a few hours. We're going cinema now. Obviously Twisters. I'm hoping no problems. We're going to the cinema next week for Deadpool and Wolverine. I've got a concern with the fact that we're going on a Monday to see the biggest film of the year, and Monday's the cheaper day, and there's going to be lots of people, and they're not going to understand cinematic because nobody ever does these days, and it's going to be a whole thing. But we'll see. Hopefully today's fine though, because Sundays are typically fine. We aim at Sunday night because it's the day that like the least people tend to go. See you when we're out. Why did that one guy let off a flashbang with his Apple Watch at like an hour in?
He used his phone torch to look at his watch. Like, does it not light up on its own?
Bring back the death penalty. My bar for that would be so low. Human population sort would be...
You were right that the film was loud enough that you couldn't hear the people that were chatting, because there was one point, only about 20 minutes into the movie, where the sound in the movie dropped and you could hear the people talking.
People back left would have definitely been a problem if we were sat near them.
You did predict that the film should be
loud enough. Yeah. I said that the film was going to be loud enough that if there is anyone talking,
even in like the quiet scenes when they're like in a diner. Or
I think eventually they did shut up.
Yeah, but the chatter in the movie of the background are just people talking when people.
Moment of truth. Can we go home this way, or is it blocked?
It said weeknights.
It says,
only.
but is it bollocks? Because
No,
it's often a lie.
Weeknights only. It said.
Film was good though.
Enjoyed.
Yeah, didn't feel like 2 hours. Not really.
No, it was good. I love storms.
If you choose to live where there are literally tornadoes every day, you are choosing death. It's like going, I'm going to go live in a volcano and hope for the best.
Well, if your livelihood is farming, you kind of have to live where you can farm, where the land is flat.
Excavate it. I've played Minecraft, I make the land flat. What?
I gave people at my work a geography lesson talking to them about storms and tornadoes the other day.
Not Minecraft.
No, because I've got a geography degree.
You might have a geography degree, but you don't use it.
To give geography lessons to my colleagues when I'm talking about current event films.
I'm sure they're sat there talking in their group chat that you're not in, moaning about you, saying that we should shut up. Can't blame them. You know when you just walk into a room and can smell a boss fight? I can sniff it. I can sniff this bot's booty hole. Where you again? Was it even this game that we had a fight with you? I remember you. Yeah, let's go. Let's fight. I just got given a new gun, and let's see if it melts you. I don't even remember. We had a boss fight with this guy before, but I've played non-stop Ratchet & Clank now for like a week, and I'm pretty sure... Actually, if Quest for Booty was before this, then yeah, it was probably definitely this game. Oh well. Yeah, that's all the ammo for that. Some of the, like, faster firing weapons run out of ammo way too quick in this game. Like, the saw blades have got like 75 total ammo capacity, right? Where in the last game they had like 200 or something. So now I'm just constantly out of ammo. Which isn't great. But it means that all of my weapons are extremely leveled up. But I don't feel like the leveling up of the weapons is making much of a difference in this game. Because it felt like in some of the other games, especially like the last two, or at least Tools of Destruction, when your weapon hit max level, like, characteristics of it changed. In 2, guns would change entirely. Like, it'd stop being what it was and become something else. In this game, I'm not really noticing a difference between the different variants of the guns or, like, their damage outputs or anything like that, sadly. Are you quite finished? I am no-scoping you right now with a crossbow, bro. Like, you're getting wrecked. This game has definitely been easier than the last few, which does go along with my prediction that the closer we get to modern day, the easier these games are going to get. Are we really not done yet? Come on. I'm literally now just burping on you. Bye. I do wonder what the general consensus behind these puzzles was in Ratchet & Clank A Crack in Time, because it just seems like there's so many of them. Like, this is the 4th, I think, Clank mission, and each time the missions are getting more and more complex with how you have to solve them with these rewind pads and all that sort of thing. But, right, process of elimination. Let's figure out what every button does. Right, that puts platforms in our way. You're spinning slow enough I don't need to slow you down. That one I do. Hop across there, find out what that button does. There's going to be a lot of steps to this because there wouldn't be 4 time pads otherwise. There's another 5 buttons up there. Jesus Christ. This is going to be a long-winded one. I'm usually not one for puzzles in games unless I'm playing a game based around puzzles. Like, I ain't gonna play Professor Layton's Curious Village or whatever and then complain about there being puzzles. But, I don't know. There is a surprising amount of space combat. Space bosses, even. In fact, I think there's been more space bosses in this Ratchet & Clank game than there has been real bosses. Like, yeah. I think there actually has. Oh, wrecked him. Hang on. At least we're starting to get a little bit more complex, I suppose. I mean, not really, but... Still don't like space combat, will never be for me. But at least we do a lot of damage to this thing. The bosses in this game are nothing on the bosses in the other ones. Although, famous last words, watching like an hour and a half's time when I'm at the final boss, I'll be screaming at it, crying. But, you know, we'll get through it like we always do. That's the thing with games, just no matter how annoying they might be. Yeah, get it done. I might die, I need to be careful. I'm one shot. I think I got it. That was close. I hate space combat with such a passion. Okay, so you remember me saying about how I feel like the colour is almost gone from Ratchet right now. This is a classic example of that. I feel like if this was Ratchet 1 through 3, the green of this grass would be so vivid. Like, where's the bright, colourful game gone? Like, it isn't dark. You guys got to remember as well that it is more colourful than it actually is, kind of, because I'm playing on an OLED. So, like, it still looks better than, like, it would on a regular telly. But, like, still, if we just... I played, you know, the other Ratchet games on the same TV, so it's a one-to-one comparison here. For some reason, I don't know, it's just less vivid in this one. Even though this is kind of technically almost a whole generation newer. Alright, which way are we headed? That way? Let's go. I cocked it up. Oh, at least I didn't fling myself to my death. At least this is something new. And go. One. This reminds me of Sonic. This really reminds me of Sonic. Is this even the right way? Oh, Clank can't hit them back. Of course he can't. That would be too much logic. Not Clank, Ratchet. Clank's the one that can. Can we... Why are these things not dropping? Please? Really? Having a boss fight with Dr. Nefarious right now? This is not the end of the game, is it? If it is, it felt very sudden. This guy gave me severe problems back in... Was it Ratchet & Clank 3? I think it was 3. I kind of lose track, though. Like I said a few times, they're all kind of just blending together. Nefarious, mate, I will... Can't say that. Come on. Oh, great. Okay. Well, I suppose that's a different kind of mechanic. We can run away from lasers. Am I allowed to shoot you while we do this? I don't think I can. It's catching up with me quicker than I can move. It's catching... There's always some bullshit in these boss fights. Maybe this is the final boss. Surely not, though. Because I swear there's like... On my mission list, because I always have a mission list, because I like knowing in games where I am at. There's like 4 more missions left. So, like... You know, surely not. Are we fighting now? Is that what we're doing? We can fight if you like, mate. You don't seem to be able to do much against my Doom Saw blades. Every weapon I've got is maxed out. You've got no chance. And the game actually gives me ammo now. It finally learnt that lesson. Christ. It only took about 5 games to do it. To have actual recurring ammo drops in the middle of fights that are supposed to take a while. Although these days the fights don't even last that long. Bro's on half health already. Are we good, fella? I mean, I hope this is the end of the game. That'd be great, because I really feel like this one's taken me ages. Like, I'm on, what? If I don't beat it tonight, I'll be on my 3rd daytime of playing, which seems weird. The fire is catching me up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I bet if I die I've got to redo the whole fight, because, you know, Ratchet & Clank has bad checkpoints most of the time. Or brutal checkpoints, I guess. Ooh. 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 Come on. Flow state. I feel like at any given moment it's going to fling me off. I missed the suck cannon. Okay. Are we done yet, fellas? No? Okay. How do I damage? Can I damage you? I feel like that's a no. Can I? Where is Nefarious right now? Oh, there. Hello. Yeah, you're done, bro. Like, have a nap. Have a day off. Nope. Nope. Always with the AoEs, mate. Chill. Back to the saw blades, because they'll just destroy him. Because every saw blade hits like 4 times. It's easy damage over time. I really don't believe that this is the final boss. There's no way. There's no way. This game's been overall really easy, but like, it's just taken quite a while. I don't know why. I mean, I've been decently busy, I suppose. Okay, no, one more final boss. We got betrayed. We got betrayed hard. Right. Same method. Let's do it again. Just dodge and weave and let the blades do the work. Are you not taking damage right now? Okay, let's blow you up instead. Most bosses really don't like the glove now that it's fully upgraded. The last part of the game has had so many more like on-ground bosses. A bit ago I said that there was very few on-foot bosses and there was loads of space bosses. That has now changed. The game went, oh really? Well, mind changed. How do we stop him? Can I just like blow him out of this? Fella. Okay, alright, what should we hit you with? Let's bring out Zerk. Zerk's level 5. And Doom Blades. Why are these bosses so much easier than every other game? Like, I barely get hit in this game. In the other games, it was like I was getting hit all the time no matter what I did. And like, 3-shotted at that. I'm definitely playing on medium. He might run away, but I can still hit him with my rockets. That's funny. Oh, we got you. Still need to find out who his voice actor was. It's not Jim Cummings, but it's still someone very famous. I recognise the voice. Oh, no. What should we hit him with this time? Kind of running out of ammo. Actually, no, I'm not. There's ammo drops around the side. I just wasn't paying enough attention. Come on, bro. Are we not finished yet? Like, I feel like you're taking a while. I'm running out of ammo again. Why has he got so much health? Way more than most of the other fights. Maybe this is the final boss. Where's the frog? We've not hit him with the frog yet. What? Bro, at this point, go to sleep. Go to sleep. Why is bro not going down? There we go. Okay, that was the end of Ratchet and Clank, A Crack in Time. So, let's get it put on the game log, shall we? Oh, lovely. Move across. Right, so, Ratchet and Clank. It's always... I need to move my keyboard. Oh no, wrong one. Is it A Crack in Time or just Crack in Time? I'm just going to put Crack in Time for now. I'll double check in a bit. In time. It's only 2 AM as well. Nice and early. Earlier than I thought it was going to be. On the 21st. Let's move this across for the people on TikTok to be able to see better. Because they can never see this bit once it's made vertical. 2024. There we go. Which brings us up to 8 Ratchet and Clank games beaten since the 15th. So 8 Ratchet games in 6 days. Not bad. And that brings us up to 65 games this year. And how many in July? 21 games in July. A game per day, every day this month, pretty much. Nice. Next up, I do believe we have 2 spin-offs. I don't know how to feel about that. We've got Ratchet and Clank All for One and Ratchet and Clank Q-Force. I'm hoping they're not too awful. I haven't heard good things. We'll see. Off we go.